why my law firm always recommends a updated business plan for the E2 visa renewal for three key reasons why. Number one is a lot of times immigration officers are not satisfied if a business is just simply stagnant. In the E2 visa renewal, oftentimes they want to know, well, what is your growth plan? How are you going to take this business to the next level? Some officers have that expectation, some don't, but many do. And we've had feedback from visa officers at interview, specifically asking the applicant, what is your plan for growing the business? So that's a key point for demonstrating in a business plan for the visa renewal. Second key point is, in real life, over the initial 5 years or several years of the initial visa duration, most businesses, in my experience, more than 2 decades, experience some changes, whether it's just to the business model, acquisition of additional businesses, expansion of existing business, changes in ownership structure, investment, or additional investment. These changes need to be explained and presented to the immigration official. These are not the same as the original business plan at the inception at start of the business. Some of the changes are significant to the point of fundamentally changing the business model. And these all need to be demonstrated clearly to the immigration adjudicating officer so that they can evaluate and come to the conclusion that all the changes still allow the business to qualify for the E2 visa for the next E2 visa duration. And thirdly, sometimes business go through difficulties and the performance or development or growth falls short of what was originally projected. And case in example, being an old attorney, I went through 2 global disasters. Number one, in the 2008-2009 global financial crisis, as well as the 2020 COVID global pandemic, where many of my clients suffered business losses or major business declines, and it was beyond their control. But we were able to get, fortunately, every single one of these visa renewals approved for clients that went through those periods of time by demonstrating a viable continuing business. And any business slowdown has to be explained. If it's properly explained and communicated to immigration adjudicator, they will understand and they will adjust their expectation to excuse those period of time when the business is having deficient job creation or deficient performance, such as experienced losses or massive reduction in employees. They will adjust their expectations to align with the reasons for the decline, especially for events that's beyond the entrepreneur's control. However, the story doesn't end there. This business plan also serves the critical purpose of demonstrating the viable future of that business. Although immigration officer can excuse deficient performance due to circumstances beyond the entrepreneur's control, they still need to be satisfied that this business has a future, that is viable. It's not only going to survive, it's going to thrive once the global factors that caused the decline are behind us. So these are just some of the key factors how a business plan with a visa renewal has played a critical part in our renewal success. That's why I always recommend a business plan for E2 visa renewal, because there is very far and few cases where the business is exactly the same as it was 5 years ago, or it never experienced any downturn, or the business has been growing on an uptrend without any leveling. So it just in real life never happens that way. That's why business plan is of great value for the E2 visa renewal as well.
Thanks for watching our video. If you found it helpful, please consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. If you have any questions or need clarifications, feel free to reach out to us. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more valuable tips about the E2 visa.